So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to tie one of the most effective little flies in my opinion. So you're going to take your little hook, right? And then you're going to take your yarn here, and you're just going to start at the top and wrap your way around the hook, doing a base layer like so, all the way to the back. Like so. Once that's done, snip off your tail end. And guys, if you're liking the videos, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to work my way up to making some money on these, so just please consider subscribing. You can unsubscribe at any time. Helps out a ton. Thank you guys if you choose to. Anyways, you take your, in my opinion, you can do this with any colors. I find that green and blue go together really well. So I'm gonna take my green string here, and all we're gonna do is we're just going to attach it to the fly like so. Make sure it's well and securely attached here. Do a bunch of wraps, try to cover as much of the green as possible. Go right to the back again. Once you've got that, you're gonna let that hang like so. And then you're going to take your blue feathers, wherever my blue feathers went. Skip through this looking part, but I'm just trying to find my blue feathers. I actually have no idea. I can't see shit right now. Where did my blue feathers go? Ah, here they are. Anyways, once you've secured your blue feathers or whatever color you're using, you're going to want to take one of these feathers. I just like blue because I find it goes together well with the green. And what we're going to do is, you're going to want one of these feathers. So what we're going to do is you're going to peel back the marabou part. And we're just going to break it off right there. So we're left with something like so. And all you're going to want to do is just run your fingers backwards through the feather to, and then you might need to go forward sometimes. Just mess up the feathers a little bit, like so. Until you've got something like this. Now, pinching the tip of your feather, we are going to attach it to our, sorry, that's my dog in the background. We are going to attach it to the fly like so. So you've got your feathers here, and you've got your yarn. Once that's done, bring your line up to the front of your hook. Trim off this excess feather right here. You might not have any, but I do, so just trim it to wherever you'd like. Now we're going to take our green yarn, or green string, green yarn, whatever you want to call it, and we're just going to wrap it nice and tightly around the hook. Do a nice even layer of this green, like so. Make sure it's covering all the black and blue feathers or whatever. So we're just gonna, this is the body of our fly. Now this fly is really effective. If you guys are still watching, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Appreciate it a lot, thank you. Once we get to the top of our fly, just make sure it's covering most of the body. Once we get up to the head of the fly, like so, secure it with yarn by putting it under, going around like so, and then going around this side like so, and then just cinch it nice and tightly to the fly. Like so, and then trim off any of this that you don't need. Just trim it off, so you should have something that looks like that. Now you're going to take your blue feather and you're just going to wrap it. Be gentle, but wrap it so that the strands are sticking outwards. Wrap it right up to the front. Do a nice even wraps like so. Now once that's done, you're going to want to secure this. So go under and make sure it's okay. Make sure it's nice and tightly secured. Like so. Once that's done, trim off this front and any strands that are sticking out the front, like so. So you've got something like this. I know it looks messy, but this fly works amazingly. Now hold it back and tie it. Do a few wraps while folding everything back. This will make it go backwards a little bit better. So you want a black head on this guy and the blue back. And then once you've got that, pull your line, snip it, do a simple knot, or do a whip finish if you have the tool. I just do not, so I'm doing a knot like so. Now put it around the head of your fly and cinch it tight. Trim off any excess. And then cement. Cement the head. Nice. Do a few different layers. And you should have a fly that looks something like this. all the feathers going backwards. Green butt. Here, I'll hold it by the head. So you've got this green butt on it. You've got all the feathers coming off the super small fly. As you can see, I'll show you in my hand. Super tiny, about the size of your fingernail. But this fly is amazing for trout. Anyways, guys, if you watched it all the way through, please consider subscribing. Love you guys. Have a good day. See you guys in the next one.